What's going on, y'all? What's going on? I'm going to send this link out. Then I'm going to go ahead and get started. Test, test, test. Ooh, that sounds bad. Let me fix this. Ooh, that sounds terrible. My mic bugging. Let me fix that, y'all. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Test, test. Test, test, test. Test, test. All right, cool. Let me go ahead and share this link out. Live. Down. All right, bet. Let's look for some setups, y'all. It's Tuesday. Let's look for some setups. Looks like the NASDAQ SPX ended up reversing as projected. Let's get some alerts on here. What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? I don't know how the mic sounds when I hop in here. I'm gonna put an alert on this as well. So looking for some setups right now. There was a couple moves that happened yesterday. Watching GJ still. Didn't really do too much yesterday. Did a retracement, waiting for it to break back above this level. Let's see what else going down. Looks like we got some retracements going on. Let's see if we can break back below this level here. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Those just joining the stream, you haven't entered anything yet. Price looks like it's retracing a lot of these charts. SPX and NAS started to move about an hour and a half ago. So we're either waiting for a retracement price to break the next level. So I got some alerts on the indices. Looking at the currency pairs right now. Still looking for sells on most of the charts. Oil started to move last night. Gold started to slight move last night. Yeah, so we got some retracements going on right now. Look at to the chat in a second. Right now, I'm just scrolling through all the charts, trying to see if there's any setups, and then what I'm going to be going for London session, possibly going into New York. I know overall what I'm ultimately looking for, but right now, looking to see what charts are actually got some setups, potential setups right now. So just give me 1 second. Yeah, price can break this low. We're going to look for a sell on gold right here. All right, cool. Yeah, so there's nothing at a good setup right now. We're just waiting for price to break the level, whether that's above or below. So we're going to keep these charts right here. I got a few other charts on my other screens, but we're going to flip through these. As far as news today, we just got a couple orange folders. That's it. Nothing high impact today. That's going to be until tomorrow, where we got things popping up at 8:30. Got a clean London session, Tokyo session. Then tomorrow at 8:30, we got USD news. 2 p.m. we got FOMC. Then Thursday, 2 a.m. we got GBP news. Then 8:30 we got more USD news. And then Friday we got 4 a.m. GBP news. Then 10 a.m. USD news. That's pretty much how this week's going. So not as messy as a red folder week like last week, but again, that's because this is going into the second week of the month. First week and the last week of the month when we had the most news events and the tougher weeks to trade. Last week wasn't too bad though. So yeah, right now we're looking at EA sells, EN sells, looking at possible gold sells. I had an oil set up last night, but it kind of already did its move. So unless it retraces back up, going to just wait for the next level. Then for the indices, since they broke those lows to the left, we're going to look at some buy setups. So watching gold to see if it's going to break this level or not. And that's pretty much going to be the game plan for right now. So we're just going to be chilling right now. Those join the stream, we haven't entered anything yet. These are just trade ideas. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal, free Telegram. See your screen how we did last week and last month. What's going on, Alt? I see you in here. Shit, chilling, can't complain. Just on these charts. Yeah, so we're just patiently waiting for some setups right now. We got retracements on a lot of these charts. We had a nice dump last night and yesterday, the entire day really on EN. Did a slight retracement last night. Try to see if we can hold this level, reject it. So we're going to see if we can break back below. Treat that level back to a resistance. If we can, we're going to look for a sell setup there. Let me see. EJ and GJ are still trying to figure out what side of the coin they're going to be on. So we're still watching them. Let's see if GJ can break that level. So we might see a reversal on those. The NASDAQ SPX already kind of taken off, so we're just waiting on retracements on these. So we're just chilling right now. Got alerts on most of these charts. New 15 just popped up. So let's see what happens. That gold still trying to push down. So let's see who's going to retrace for us. Put stop loss about right there. That's a decent stop loss. Yes, I'm not in this. Already kind of started to move about an hour ago. This was literally 2:30 candlestick. It started taking off like right before 3 a.m. So I'm not going to enter right here. Even if I did, it'd be a decent risk reward, but the ideal setup is down here. So I want to see who's going to retrace. If not, I'm just going to let it do its thing for right now. Looks like oil's retracing. It looks like ES trying to push back down. Gold's kind of ranging right now. Yeah, so we're just chilling, patiently waiting. About to pull up my other charts though. Took one trade yesterday. All the trade we entered that trade on yesterday's live stream, but a lot of other charts went as projected as well so far. So y'all in the free Telegram, if y'all watch Sunday's chart analysis that I dropped in there, basically all those charts went as projected. Nas SPX even did their thing. Gold, I think it's like the only one that didn't really go as projected now. Yeah, we just got a bunch of retracements going on right now. Price still kind of struggling to break these lows of traffic to the left. We've been talking about this for the past couple of weeks. We had this huge level of traffic to the left that we've been literally trying to break since last month. This was the middle of September last month. We had a huge drop. We see price struggled for literally weeks to break that level. And then when it finally did break that level, we had a huge rejection wick, which shot us back up here. And we see even right now, today and yesterday, we're still struggling to break this level. So again, if we can break this level and hold underneath this level from a support or resistance, we can see the downtrend continue. But if we continue to struggle to break this level, we could see a reversal. So that's kind of what we saw last week. Price rejected that level, but continued to hold this level as resistance. We attempted to drop back down and break this level yesterday again, but we can see it's still struggling right here. We see this with a lot of charts. XBS is trying to retrace. See this with a lot of charts right here. Let's see if gold can break this level. Did a strong retracement yesterday. Still respect the level as resistance. We see where Euro New Zealand as well. We're right back at the support low. Last time was this low. Price rejected. Continue to treat this low as resistance though. So we want to see this lower low today, break this level, hold it as resistance, so we can continue to look for sells. That's what I want to see happen. Really quick, let me see what he's looking at. Yeah, we're just super rangy right now. You see there's almost traffic on most of these charts right here. Even with this chart, huge drop, hit this level of traffic, struggle to hold underneath the support level, turn to resistance, broke the same level, rejected, continue to treat this law as resistance, but we're still struggling to break and hold underneath this level. Went for a selling this last night, tried to break that level, barely missed TP1, rejected back up, was doing a retracement. I see a lot of these charts doing retracements right now. Even oil's doing a retracement. Gold's chilling right here. So we're just waiting for some volume. SPX and NAS are doing their thing, but we missed the entry on that. It started about an hour before the stream, so nothing to do about that. Those are the only ones really kind of moving right now. Everything else is kind of just hugging these levels or doing retracements. What the heck? How did I get right there? I could have sworn. This shit was right here. That's kind of weird. I don't know what just happened. Yeah, we're just going to have to wait on retracements for these indices. Yeah, so we're just chilling right now. Just watching the charts, chilling. Y'all got any questions? Drop them in the chat. When we look at any charts, drop them in the chat. Those just joined the stream, we haven't entered anything yet. These are some trade ideas. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out yourselves. Last month we went last month we went 27-4, cost 16,634 pips. Last quarter we went 106-14, split between the last 3 months, caught 341,385 pips. Going to pull that up in a second. Just wanted to go through these charts, explain what's going on, explain what we're going to be looking for. But yeah, we just got a lot of these charts doing retracements right now, and a couple that started running off, but we're just waiting on a retracement/retest so we can ride those waves. But yeah, we're just chilling right now. Just chilling right now. What's going on? What am I looking at? So right now I got alerts on a few charts, but for this stream I'm mainly going to be watching gold. I have alerts waiting for the futures to retrace. I'm looking for buys on those right now. I'm not going to say long-term buys or short-term buys, but they already started taking off. So I'm waiting on a retracement because they're a little too high for personal entry. So I'm watching the futures, so like NAS, SPX, US30. I'm waiting on gold to break this low so I can look for a sell setup. And then I got a few currency pairs I'm looking at as well, but a lot of these charts are kind of just retracing right now. So I'm just waiting for the retracement, waiting to see how they're going to react to the retracement. We got a lot of charts retracing. I'm also waiting on GJ to break that support level. Yeah, so right now we're just watching gold and a few of the currency pairs, but nothing I like right now for a specific entry. Gold's kind of just ranging right here. We could have went for a buy here yesterday, because like I was saying, if we can continue to this level support, we can look for buys. Tap that level, took off, but I'm waiting for it now to break this level. If we can break and hold that level, we're going to go for a buy setup. So yeah, I just got a couple alerts on these charts, but nothing right now is looking like we can enter. So we're just patiently waiting right now. What's going on? I see you in here, SK. Am I in anything? No, I'm not in anything right now. I'm not in anything right now. How many pips is your SL? You gotta be specific. I flipped through a bunch of charts. Are y'all talking about pips? You talking about like buy, sell setups? You gotta be specific because I'm looking at a bunch of different charts. And every SL is different. It's not like a set SL. You know, I don't be like, I'm only going to use a 50 pip SL. I'm never like, I'm only going to use a 20 pip SL. Every SL is different. So I don't know what chart you're talking about. Yeah, so I want to see if GJ can break this level. The reason why I'm waiting for GJ to break this level is, again, I trade out support resistance levels. The nearest main support level and resistance level is this one right here. We can clearly see in the past price trees level support resistance, and we're going to smaller time frame. We can clearly see price trees level support resistance. We can clearly see it right here. Price treating as a resistance level, just like right here is being treated as support level. You can see that even right here as well. So that's why I'm waiting for price to break this level. It's right below it. So I want to see it break back above. If we can look for some buy setups like we caught buys on the exact same level months ago. Like we're all the way in June right now. And price still treating these levels the exact same way. So that's why we're just patiently waiting, y'all. Gold, same reason why we're waiting for gold to break this lower retrace. Again, it's a strong support resistance level. We can literally see in real time price coming to this level and struggling to break back below this level. Came to a halt, did a nice drop. Once it came close to this level, look what happened. Retraced, tried again, which retraced, and now it's kind of just chilling right here. So we're waiting for volume to pick up with a lot of these charts. Gold did a retrace we wanted to see. We also see when it tapped this level, it reject to continue to treat that support resistance level. Let me highlight it so y'all can see what I'm talking about. This level right here. Same level in treat support resistance. Yeah, so we're just chilling right now. This thing's still pumping. Yeah, SPX did a nice move yesterday. And we talked about this in yesterday's live as well. Like, again, like bank holidays, even with bank holidays, price still is going to do what it's going to do. Like, even though it was a bank holiday, there was still a huge moves you could have called the indices yesterday. There's still plenty of huge moves on currency pairs that happened yesterday. Gold, I can't really say gold. I mean, it did do a shot up, but that was like a retracement. You get what I'm saying? But it still did a decent move yesterday, even with the bank holiday. Same thing with news, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people just avoid those days. I mean, everybody's got their reason, but for the most part, it's because people just kind of confused and don't know what to do during those situations. But again, if you know how to read the charts, doesn't matter what trend we're in, doesn't matter what day of the week it is, doesn't matter if it's news, price is going to follow the script. You just got to know what you're looking at. So right now we're waiting for retracement on the indices. It's already kind of doing a move right now. Did a retest right before London session, an hour before London session. This was a 2 o'clock candle. That's when it took off. So we're just waiting for either retrace or we're just going to wait for it to hit the next level. Gold, same thing. We're just waiting for it to break this level or retrace. It's kind of just chilling right here. Oil's doing a possible retracement, but still got a little bit of work to do. And then GJ still kind of struggling to break this level. So we're just chilling right now. I got alerts on all the main levels I'm looking at. So even if we're not looking at a specific chart, once it hits that level, it's going to ring. Those that have been watching the lives, you already know what that looks like and sounds like. So we're not going to be missing anything. We're just patiently waiting right now. Because again, the goal isn't to catch every pip in the market. The goal, at least my personal goal, is when I enter a trade to go for high probability, high quality setup. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to catch every bounce and retracement. I'm trying to catch the bigger move. So if we're in an uptrend, I'm going to patiently wait for the higher high. If we're in a downtrend, I'm going to patiently wait for the lower low. Why? Because if we're overall 70% of the time, 80% of the time going up, does it make more sense to go for a buy or a sell? And then on top of that, does it make more sense to go for a higher high or a higher low if we're in an uptrend? Just like if we're in a downtrend, does it make more sense to go for a lower low or a lower high? It's just all about probability. If I go for a buy while we're in an uptrend, I have a way higher likelihood of price continuing to push up versus it going down if I'm going for a sell in the uptrend. Vice versa. If we're in a downtrend, I got a higher chance of price going down than going up. You get what I'm saying? So we're just chilling, patiently waiting right now. I'm probably going to do that poll later today, so y'all can vote for this week's video. If you haven't checked out the last 2 videos I dropped or any of my content, definitely make sure to check that out. I'm going to drop a couple in the chat, and I'll be getting questions. People be asking me like, hey, like, you know, I'll explain some of our saves on my channel, and then people will be like, oh, well, where is it? I'm like, dude, go to my YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a playlist, or those that be in a live stream, like when I be breaking stuff down, I'll literally drop the link to the video live, referencing what we're explaining and breaking down. So you know what I'm saying? I'm not just always promoting my stuff. I'm literally like, this stuff literally is to help y'all out. Like all these videos, literally every video, I break down everything simply step by step. And the titles of my videos literally explain what the video is about. You know what I'm saying? So I literally have videos on how to identify trend and trend reversals. So you want, and I literally have playlists. I have 3 playlists. One specifically for trade breakdowns, and the second one is day trading and forex tips, and then of course the live streams. You get what I'm saying? And then in the trade breakdowns, I break down step by step what I look for, why I took the trade. So definitely, if y'all curious on why I do what I do, you gotta watch the videos. You gotta watch the videos, because watching the live streams is going to help as well, of course. But it's not even watching the videos. You got to apply it. You know what I'm saying? Like one thing that helped me out was I used to watch videos too, but then things didn't really make sense until I started pausing the video, pulling out my charts, mirroring what I was watching in the videos, or just applying and practicing it. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just watch the stuff necessarily. You gotta practice it, because it's one thing to watch it, it's just another thing to see it yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like literally everything I do in those videos, you can do the same thing on your charts in real time. So let me drop one in the chat right now. I'm gonna just say how many pips SL do you normally lose on your trades? Like I said, it's not no magic number. It's literally depending on what I'm trying to catch, the setup. It's not no magic number. But if you're curious, like I said, hold on, let me pull it up. Like there's no magic number. Like every stop loss is different, so I can't really say an average. What you can do is you go into the free Telegram. Literally every trade I call out in both Advanced Play Signal and free Telegram has my entry and it has my SL. So all you got to do is subtract my entry from my SL, and you can figure out how many pips my stop loss is. Every trade has my entry and SL. So that's one way to figure out. But there's no magic number. Like I said, I know some videos. I've seen a bunch of different types of videos where people are like, oh, only go for 20 pip, 50 pip stop loss. That it doesn't work. Like if you're looking for a setup, there is no magic pip amount. Your stop loss should be strategically placed somewhere where price hits that level. It's most likely going to go the opposite direction, which is why it's called a stop loss. Your take profit should be placed where you can see price going. But the same thing, if it goes there, it can either break that level or reject that level as well. And again, if you read the disclaimer, the same disclaimer I post every day before a free signal, I break down a few of these things, right? I say when a TP is hit, either reject or break through, so keep an eye on your chart. Same thing with SL. If SL is hit, that means it's most likely going to reject that level and go to the nearest level above or below, depending on if I'm going to buy or sell, right? So a good example is the trade I took last night with the members. All right, those I was in the live stream yesterday. I broke down all these setups. This GA sell was another one we was looking for yesterday, but it waited till like 1 o'clock to do the move, and I was already off the charts. I was just chilling in the trades I was in. So we went for a sell setup here. It tried multiple times to hold this level and break to the downside for like about an hour, hour and a half. Then it rejected. When it hit the stop loss, what happened? Now it's retracing back to the nearest level right here where it was yesterday. So again, that's a good example. Just like a TP, when it hit this final TP, what happened? It rejected, shot up, but that doesn't always happen, right? Another example of a TP getting hit and it breaking through, because like I said, when a TP gets hit, it will either reject or break through. right? So let me show you an example of when TP got hit, it continues to break through that direction. One, we can look at the gold sales from the past couple weeks, right? I had these sales, I caught the entire, and those, if you go into the free Telegram and you go to, what day was this? September 24th, the Sunday chart analysis on the 24th. You go to the Sunday chart analysis on, when was the next Sunday? Oh, the fucking hell. When was the next Sunday? Or you go to one on October 1st, or you go to this Sunday chart analysis. Literally, I broke down these sales. I was talking about if it broke this level, I forgot what it was. One of these levels. I said, when it breaks that level, we can look for sales. As soon as price broke that level, we've been looking for sales, right? So here's a good example. I took the sell setup on gold this week, this day. This was my final TP. When it hit my final TP, what did it do? Treat that level from support, rejected, and then it broke through. Then it treated this level from support to resistance. Then went for another sell, right? Then this one, instead of rejecting like we saw here, it broke through, retested, continued to push to the downside, right? But then when it hit this level, we see it chilled here for a little bit, for like, well, let me not even say a little bit. This is like 2 sessions. But continue to hold this as resistance, then broke through this level, right? But then look what happened when it hit this final TP. It rejected, came back to what? The next level that was nearest to it above it. You see what I'm saying? And then what happened after it did that retest? Blew through that level easily and continue to pump down to the downside. This is how price moves, right? So you got to understand how price moves. When you understand how price moves, then you'll know where to put your stop loss and where to, take profits at. There's no magic pip number. There's no magic lot size. Everything, I'm not going to say it's random, but it depends on what you're trying to do. It depends on the risk reward setup you're trying to look for. It depends on how aggressive you're trying to go for. Because again, I can put my stop loss right here, right? But if I wanted to be super safe, I could put that shit all the way up here. I'm still gonna have a decent risk to reward, but it depends on how aggressive and confident I am on the setup and me taking the trade. Because if I have my stop loss down here, my risk to reward is way bigger, right? But it's still a good risk to reward setup, and I'm still entering off a key price level. So it's all based on you. You know what I'm saying? It's all based on you. But there's no magic number. But like I said, if you're curious, every trade I post has my entry in SL, so you can just subtract the entry from the SL or add the entry from the SL, depending on if it's a buy or sell signal. And that's one way to kind of do an average, but it just depends on the risk reward I'm looking for and how aggressive my entry is. You know what I'm saying? I feel super confident in the entry. I'm gonna put a tighter stop loss. I'm gonna get a better risk reward. It's still gonna be at a reasonable place for the stop loss. But you'll also notice sometimes I'll put a bigger stop loss to give it a little bit more wiggle room, right? Like here's a good example. This sell, I put my stop loss up here. Why? Because when price broke through this level, it didn't necessarily do like a retest, right? It didn't do a retest on this level. So I gave it a little bit more wiggle room just in case I rejected this level and wanted to come up a little bit and then drop back down, right? But in this case, it didn't do that. It continued to hold this level as resistance, did one more retest, and tanked to the downside. You know what I'm saying? Versus this one was a super tight stop loss, even smaller than this sell setup stop loss, even though I took the same sell setup and the same entry point, but this one was a lot tighter. Why? Because price already did a retracement here. So since I already did a retracement, price does the same stuff every day. So that's why I be telling y'all to go on the charts. Watch my videos for sure, but you got to go on the charts as well. You can't just watch the videos, you got to go on the charts as well. So again, me understanding how price works and moves, I saw that again. I took a sell literally the day before, the same setup. Price dumped, rejected, but since this is the retracement and continue to hold as low as resistance, and we're bearish, do you think I have a higher likelihood of price tanking this time versus a struggle last time we did a retracement? I already did a retracement. So again, understand the flow of price. If we're in a downtrend, how's price move? Lower lows, lower highs. So this was the retracement. So what's going to come next? The lower low. This was the lower high, caught the lower low. You see what I'm saying? It's very simple. It's very simple. It might seem kind of complicated or like a lot if you're kind of brand new to trading, but again, like once you just start practicing it, it becomes very simple, and you look for the same stuff every day. Price does the same stuff on every chart. This is a whole different thing. That was gold, we're on oil. Same thing, treat these low support resistance. Same thing, treat these low support resistance, right? Let's go back to GJ. Let's see what GJ's up to. GJ's kind of struggling right now. Break that level. We're waiting for it to. It can help like a spell, right? And those watching recorders, that video I dropped. All right, that's the 3 chart patterns. Yeah, GJ's still kind of chilling. It might stay like this for the next hour or so. Okay, we got a retracement. See, look what I'm talking about. We got the retracement. So imagine we would have entered right here. We'd be in drawdown right now. We would have had a worse risk reward setup. Now that it retraced to the entry I'm looking at, we're going to wait for the next 15, and we can have a potentially nice and better entry on SPX. Again, how did I know price was going to retrace? Again, price does the same shit every day. I'm telling y'all, does the same shit every day. I don't got a crystal ball here. I'm not, doing some enchantments, cutting chickens' heads off and shit. I'm not doing none of that. I'm literally, it's just back testing and studying. Price does the same stuff every day. Literally said we're going to wait for that to retrace and retrace. So now we're going to wait for the next 15, and we're going to look for another potential buy setup on there. Price does the same stuff every single day, y'all. Every single day. Those just joined the stream, we haven't entered anything yet. These are some trade ideas. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free Signal and free Telegram. We're about to pull it up so y'all can see it for yourselves. But go ahead and hit that first link and check it out. I'm going to catch you to the comments in a second also. Am I taking gold? No, not right now. Like I said, I'm waiting for price to break this level. We see price is struggling right now. Price is struggling to break this level from support to resistance. So I talked about this a few times before. I talked about this in a live on TikTok. But just to break it down simply, first let me drop this video in the chat. So if you haven't seen this video, if anyone hasn't watched this video, make sure to watch this video because this is going to make things make a lot more sense. And it's going to help y'all out with trading as well. So let me drop this video really quick in the chat. Dun, dun, dun. Give me 1 second. I thought that would have been easier. There are so many videos now. It's just crazy. It used to be so easy to flip through this stuff. Give me 1 second. I gotta find the video really quick. Here it is. All right, so watch this video. All right. All right, so you watch that video. It's going to explain what support resistance is. I go over a couple ways to find support resistance levels in that video, and I explain the importance of why we trade off those levels. All right. So the reason why I'm not entering gold right now is the same reason why. What was it? Yesterday was waiting for price to break back below this level for a sell here. As again, support resistance. How price works, right? So before we break this down, I got alerts on everything, but I just want to see what everything's doing. All right, so price, new 15 started. So we're going to see what SPX does. Everything is still retracing. Let me clear up. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything because every time I try to go into teacher mode, price ends up trying to do something. But yeah, we see just a bunch of retracements right now. But we went over why price is retracing right now. So unless you just joined about 5 minutes ago, I suggest to rewind to the beginning. All right, cool. We're not missing anything because it's still kind of retracing. We're going to keep this on SPX. I'll put SPX on my other screen. All right, so we're going to go on one of my teaching charts, right? Cool. All right, so that first video I dropped earlier goes over the 3 chart patterns. Okay, we're not going to go over that too much. We're going to go over right now support resistance. So I dropped this video in the chat earlier. It was this one right here, right? This video right here. You scroll up, you're going to see it. There's the 3 chart patterns. It goes over 3 chart patterns. Uptrend, downtrend, consolidation, right? Those are 3 chart patterns. Now we're about to go over support resistance, right? So first, you got to understand why it's called support resistance, because when you understand why it's called support resistance, it'll make things make a lot more sense. But first, you got to understand how price works, all right? A lot of times people tend to forget these are real values right now. So gold isn't just that 1857 pips. That is how much it's worth right now. It's worth $1,857. That's how much it's worth right now. About to be 1,500. I mean 1,858. Right? That's not pips. That's not just pips. That's how much it's worth. Right? These are what it's worth. This is real value. These are real markets. So the difference and why we like to day trade versus long-term investments is long-term investments. There's only long positions. So if you buy whatever price you buy at, you can only make money if price goes above that value. So if I bought right now at 1858, I would not make any money on this unless price goes up to 1859 or higher. If it drops down to 1857 or less, I lost money. Versus when we trade, we can make money if we think price is going down, we just got to enter a sell, or we can make money when price is going up, we just got to enter a buy. So since we understand the basic thing of it is price increases in value when it goes up and it decreases in value when it goes down, that's what support resistance comes into play. So if we understand price increases in value when it goes up, when price hits these key price levels, which is on every time frame, and respects that level, it's considered support. Why? Because price is getting supported by this level, and it's helping getting pushed to the upside, which is why when you see support levels, price is bouncing off of it and shooting up. Resistance is the same thing but opposite. So when price is going down off the retracement, if it rejects that level, it's showing resistance to the upside, which is why it drops back down and decreases in value. Support is when price is pushing up. Resistance when price is rejecting to the downside. So if we're going for buys, what do you think we should enter off of? Support or resistance levels? If we're looking for buys, should we enter off support levels or should we enter off resistance levels? We should enter off support levels, right? Same thing with sales. If we're looking for sales, we should enter off resistance levels. So gold right now is currently floating above a level, a support resistance level. And by the way, the support resistance levels are the same thing. It just depends on whether price is trading that level of support or resistance, right? Because these same levels that we enter sells off of in the past was being treated as support, right? That's what literally every chart. So we go to gold because we're talking about gold right now. The same level that I caught a sell on, I waited for it to treat as resistance, but before the same exact level was being treated as a support level, right? Same thing here. This resistance level was being treated as support just a week before that, right? The support level was being treated as resistance level here. The support level turned to resistance, then back to support, right? So these levels, that's why I call them support resistance levels. But depending on what they're doing in real time, it's going to be determined if it's support or resistance at that time. So if we go to gold right now, this level, I'm waiting for gold to break below to treat from support to resistance since I'm looking for a sell setup. And we can see right here that after price treat this level as resistance, did this drop, it's kind of struggling to break below this level. We see it's actually rejecting this level and treating that support. And again, support levels, you see the bounce up just like earlier. I think this was yesterday. Price broke above this level, was treating this level as resistance, right? Was treating the same level as resistance, retested the support level, resistance, broke above, treated this level as support when it was just being treated as resistance, right? Now we see price reacting similarly to the same level. So that's why I'm not entering the gold sell right now, because again, if we were to enter right there, we'd be in drawdown right now. Speaking of drawdown, let's see what SPX is up to. All right, so we might enter SPX in a little bit. But hopefully that makes sense. If that doesn't make sense, let me know, and I can try to explain it a different way. But that video is going to help you out. the video I dropped in the chat, because I break it down, I show examples, and I show you one of the many ways to find support resistance levels in that video. But let's see what we got going on. Yeah, we just got all these currency pairs we're tracing right now. Nothing we can do about that. Just gonna let price do its thing. I'll catch you to the chats in a second. Give me 1 second. Write some trade ideas up right now. All right, so y'all definitely haven't watched my videos. I highly recommend them. Again, I don't just be posting this stuff to promote my channel. Obviously, it's a win-win if y'all watch my videos. But again, like the content I'm making is helping y'all. And it literally breaks down all the stuff I do every day. So again, it's not just me just saying, hey, watch my stuff just to watch it. Literally, y'all trying to learn, I highly suggest y'all watch my videos. And that's not even people just in the free channel. You're a member, you still got to watch these videos, because again, you're not going to really understand much if you don't watch the recorded live streams, let alone watch the New York price watch list minimum. You're just going to be confused, and then you're just going to be in a trade confused, not knowing what's going on, where that's where you was at to begin with. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was talking about yesterday's live stream. A lot of people just jump into trading, skipping a bunch of steps. Like they just go straight to making an account with a broker and putting the money in the markets and entering trades. But you don't know how to read the charts. You don't understand uptrends, downtrends, support, resistance. You don't understand how pips work, how to calculate your lot size. And you wonder why, you're confused in the trade. You got to understand what you're doing. Don't just take the signal, because I called it. I even say in the free Telegram, you know what I'm saying? For those that actually read this, I say every trade I post is why I personally enter. Before entering any trade, do your own chart analysis to see if price is still near my entry. No TPs got hit, and they can see the same thing I'm seeing, which is why I post my entry. Again, I never say buy or sell. I tell y'all what I do. I sold or I bought. I put my entry, I put my SL, I put my target points, right? But yeah, we see gold still trying to break this level, but we also see it struggling. So that's why we're waiting right now for gold to break this level, just like with GJ. Yesterday, price trades as low as resistance, rejected, came back to the support level, shot up. Wasn't as a nice, pretty pump to the upside like this one was, but it still respect this level of support, pushed up. So again, I'm waiting for price to break above this level and treat this level from support, from resistance, to look for a buy. Just like when we was going for sells, whoops, good thing we got the back button. Just like when we was going for sells, we're waiting for price to break below here, treat as resistance, so we can go for a sell setup, right? Same thing. Was waiting for price to treat as low as resistance. The levels are a little bit off because I moved my levels from last week to this week's levels I want to look at. But we can see these levels are still the same, right? Wait for price to treat as a resistance, went for sales. Wait for price to treat as resistance, went for sales. This was support level, went from support to resistance. This is when I closed. When price hit that resistance level, look what happened when price hit that resistance level. Rejected, dropped to the downside, right? Just like oil, right? I called an oil trade last week in the free. I'm trying to reference plays I call in the free channel. So I called an oil play last week, right? Let's go to it. I called this oil trade last week. Here it is. All right. Again, when a TP is hit, either reject or break through, keep an eye on your charts. So we go to that trade. I have to scroll down a little bit. I think it was last week. No, it's right here. It was October 5th, same date, October 5th. What did I say when the last TV gets hit? Every time a final TV gets hit, I say the same thing. Move S on profit or close. So what happened when the final TP got hit? Hit this level, right? Entered off a resistance level, went to the support level. As soon as it hit this level, which was the final TP, what happened? Price rejected. Then what did it do? It came right back to our entry, did the same exact move twice. And then what happened when it came to the support level again? Rejected, right? And then it chilled here for like a session. Then it rejected and then it gapped over the weekend, right? Same thing here. Price as low as resistance, dropped, came back to the same level, chilled here, dropped. Again, no coincidences, right? So if you're looking for sell setups, you want to enter our resistance, go to the nearest support. Looking for a buy setup, enter our support, go to the nearest resistance. What did I do to these charts? I need to start fixing them. I got like slight OCD. But hopefully that makes sense, right? So yeah, right now we have a bunch of retracements going on. We see literally since we've been on stream, oil's been retracing. We've seen gold struggling to break this level. We've seen it try multiple times. We want to see if we can actually do it this time. SPX is retesting this level. So we want to see what this next 15 does. EA is retracing. Again, hit the final TP, broke below it a little bit, rejected. Now it's retracing back up. And then the reason why we see a lot of retracements going on is the same reason we saw them going on last week and really last month as well. We got these huge levels of traffic to the left. So again, you watch this video I just dropped in the chat. Well, not this one right here. I break it all down in that video. All right, the 3 chart patterns. And once you watch that video, you're going to understand why price be doing what it do. So yeah, so tomorrow and what is it? Whoops, get off my screen. Microsoft, I don't care about that stuff. There we go. All right. Microsoft be doing the most. I need to change it to Google Chrome because I don't like how doing all that. But anyways, so we have no news today. So I want to see. Okay, we just got a stud alert for oil. Okay, yeah. So just rejected that level. All right, so we're gonna see what the next 15 does. Look at that, retested. See, as soon as I go into teacher mode, SPX want to do some stuff. Give me 1 second. Let me write this trade idea up because I might try to take back off this next 15. Make sure to hit that like button too, y'all, because we really just broke some stuff down. Let me write this trade idea up. But those I was here at the beginning of the stream, SPX did exactly what I was talking about. Again, how did I? Again, those that wasn't here, SPX was all the way up here. I said we're going to wait for a retracement to get a better entry. Price literally retraced. Okay. Again, why did I know it was going to retrace? Because again, the more you're on the charts, you're going to start seeing price do and repeat the same stuff on every chart you look at, every time frame you look at. Price does the same thing. So if I see multiple times price do this, then you can assume that I've also been on the other side where I chased the trade because of FOMO. And then as soon as I entered, I saw a price retrace back to my entry. How many times have y'all missed your ideal setup? You in your head, you tell yourself you're gonna wait for a retracement or wait for a better entry, but then you see price do a move, so you get impatient or panic, and you just jump in the trade, right? I know y'all have done it before. And then what happens as soon as you enter that trade? The next candlestick or two, what price goes to the entry you wanted to see it go to, and then you're like, dang, shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? So when you have these levels marked off, it's going to help you with that. And then also when you just start putting these rules in place, that's going to help with your discipline. But yeah, I'm writing some trade ideas up right now, so give me 1 second. Make sure to hit that like button, y'all. Make sure to subscribe. Later on today, I'm going to drop the poll so y'all can vote for this week's video. 25. But going into New York, we're going to be looking at the futures. We're going to be seeing if GJ is going to break this level. It's still just kind of chilling right now. But it's getting very close, so I might break this low in the next couple candlesticks. I'm looking at buys on GJ if we can break and hold this level. Looking for sells on EA, GA, GN, EN, looking for sells on gold unless it breaks above 1866. Then looking for buys on the indices. Looking for buys on indices. I'm not going to be looking for sells on these unless it rejects back below this level. Then we can look for sells, but we had this nice low here, lower low. Price rejected that low. It broke the lower highs and lower low. So we can't see possible reversal if it can hold this low as support. But we also see very small candlesticks, very low volume. So we might have to wait till New York really to see what these charts are doing. But again, we don't have any news, high impact news until tomorrow as well. So it might be there's still going to be some moves today, but it's definitely not going to pick up until tomorrow and Thursday going into Friday. 43.25. Yeah, so we're going to be looking at these charts right here. And I'm going to adjust this to where this wicks up. Your AD 65, 45. Yeah, so we might have some setups coming in soon. Yeah, it looks like GJ about to try to do his thing as well. I'm going to put my stop loss right underneath this pivot right here. 240. Still decent stop loss. A little bigger than I want. I might make it a little tight. I kind of want it right here. I'll just do 182. Yeah, so we got a couple setups we might see coming up. All right, y'all. Make sure that like button. Y'all want to contact me directly, y'all can hit me up on Instagram, the DM. Y'all see it at the bottom of y'all screen. Instagram playmaker_way, TikTok playmaker way. Make sure to follow me on both. I post daily on both channels. I'll also be going live during New York session on TikTok. Not every New York session. Might go live again today, might not. Depends on how my day goes. Because I got a couple things I got to knock out, and I got a couple one-on-one sessions I got to knock out today. By the way, I don't know if you're watching, but I'm going to DM you. You should be up because we set this up. Congratulations to the winners last week for the giveaway. All three winners did respond to me. The winner that won the free access to advanced play signal room, he's already in there. I got the one for the one-on-one session. We're supposed to be doing that today in a little bit. And then the course channel, the person that won the course already got the link to the course. But yeah, so you want to contact me directly, ask me any questions. You can DM me on Instagram. If you don't got Instagram, hit that first thing in the description, go in the free Signal, free Telegram, and then you can contact me on Telegram. All you got to do is once you join, click right here, scroll down. My YouTube is linked, my Instagram's here, my Telegram's here as well. All right. So really quick before we go off, just going to show y'all how we did last month. Well, we can scroll up and show you really quick. This is how we did last month. We ended September. Where is it? Did I pass it? Give me 1 second. Where is it? Where did I put it? Here it is. So we ended last month 27-4, giving us an 87% win rate. So basically just lost one trade a week on average. Caught a total of 16,634 pips, 16,083 those strictly with the members in the advanced play signal room. You can see this. You scroll to October 2nd. You click right here. It's going to take you to the beginning of the month, where we started off catching 700 pips on gold. We started that week 92, gives an 82% win rate. Every trade posted got the personal entry, SL, TPs, reactions, TPs getting hit, of course. Wins, losses, everything's here. Again, like I said, every trade I post is when I personally enter. Every week we do the Sunday chart analysis. The student results and testimonials all throughout this stuff. I'm not going to be going and flipping through those today. This is how we did August. We went 45-7, against 87% win rate. As far as the quarter, which is the last 3 months, this is how we did right here. So July we went 34-3, only took 3 losses. July. August went 45-7. September went 27-4. July we caught 105,389 pips. August we caught 219,708. This September we caught 16,634, giving us a win rate of 106 wins, 14 losses between 3 months, 88% win rate overall. Again, click right here. It's going to tell you the beginning of July, where we went 34-3 July, giving us 92% win rate for that month. So you can check all that stuff out, all right, in the description. So we just got the alert on GJ. So yeah, we might be entering some trades coming into this next 15-minute candlestick. We can see some volume picking up on these charts. All right, so I'm about to post some of these signals in a little bit. So be on the lookout for some trades. Again, make sure to read that disclaimer. It's the same disclaimer I post every day before the first signal. I don't just post that just to post it. It might look like a big paragraph on your screen, but it's literally like 11 lines. Like, y'all can read 11 lines, y'all. And again, I don't mind answering questions, but a lot of times when I'll be asking me questions, it'd be in the disclaimer. So that's how I know y'all don't be reading it. Make sure to read that. Let me catch up to the chat, make sure I ain't missing anything. See you. Look, I got, hey, shout out to Rich, because Rich was the one that suggested me to update it. Trading Players is fire. You literally show us how to fish on our own. It's a benefit that you go live. Let them know, Alton. Let them know. Try to tell them. All right. So again, if y'all really trying to learn, just watch those videos. Of course, I got my advanced play syndrome, the course 101 sessions, but y'all also see I don't even be promoting that like I should be, honestly. I literally just let my results speak for themselves. So again, if y'all are really interested, make sure to watch some videos. But I also do have the advanced play signal room. What comes with the advanced play signal room, I can show you better than I can tell you. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that up. But we're looking at some charts right now because we see some volume picking up on EA. We see GJ trying to break this level. Let me unbold this line so y'all can really see how GJ is reacting to this level right here. You see how I literally tap this line and reject it. That's how accurate these levels are. And if we look at this blue line, we look at the 15 before that. Look how I literally tap that line and reject it. All right, that's why I patiently wait to trade off these levels. All right, but we got some setups about to pop off. I like these charts right here. So let me stop playing around and post some of these setups right here. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I like how SPX is looking. I like how SPX is looking right here. Let's see if we can take these highs out right here. $43, $45, $25. That's a decent stop loss. Decent stop loss. I'm gonna go ahead and post a disclaimer in the free Telegram. I'm about to hop off though because I do have a one-on-one session in a second. So I'm about to hop off to get ready for that. But let me go ahead and post this disclaimer really quick. So give me 1 second. All right, make sure to read that disclaimer, y'all. Like I said, it explains how the TPs work, how you should go about trading in general, how my trades work, and all that good stuff. But we got a few charts we can possibly jump in on in a second. So be on the lookout for that. So give me 1 second. I'm typing some stuff up. Oh man, my thing about to die on me. Let me grab my charger. I used to be so good at charging stuff, but I've been doing a lot of extra stuff, but that's besides the point. Man, plug that thing up. So we're gonna see what this next. We got a new 5-minute just started, so we're waiting for the next 15 to see what those currency pairs are gonna do for us. Give me 1 second. All right, cool. So I did jump in this. Gold still struggling again. This is why we're waiting for it to break this level because Again, these wicks, you watched that video I linked earlier in the live, it will explain those wicks as well. All right, so we're going to be looking at EA sells. We're going to be looking at GJ buys. All right, so that's what we're going to be looking at entering this next 15. I'm liking how it's looking. I'm liking how these are looking. It looks like we got some volume picking up. Oil and gold are retracing. Nothing we can do about that. All right, cool. All right, so we're watching GJEA. So again, because with advanced play signal, I can show you better than I can tell you. So let me scroll. These are old trades, so nobody jump in these trades. These are old trades. But we trade all three sessions. We trade Tokyo, London, and New York session, all right? Just like in the free channel, every trade has some personal entry, SLTPs, and then every day I drop a New York price watch list. It's kind of like the Sunday chart analysis, but I go a little bit more in depth and detail. I don't just say we're looking for buys, we're looking for sells. Just like in the Sunday chart analysis, I explain why we're looking for buys, why we're looking for sells. But in here, I go a step further, going over specific price points to look for entries and exits at. I give my projections where I can see price going minimum to the extreme. And then I also walk y'all through the trades. And then we have exclusive live streams. We go live during New York session during the news events. We're going to be going live. When are we going to be going live this week? Let's take a quick look. All right, so we're going to go live. Looks like we're going live Wednesday and Thursday. So we're going to be going live Wednesday and Thursday this week. All right, so we're going to be going live Wednesday and Thursday. And just like the London session lives, if you missed the live, they're recorded and posted in the channel the same day. You have access to all the videos. So there's over 400, almost 500 videos of chart analysis and live streams. Chart analysis and live streams. You even have access to the ones from last year. We scroll down. Where's the... There it is. If you scroll down, we're all the way in 2022. So you have access to all the chart analysis and live streams. Also, there's the pinned messages. There's the account size key to make sure that you're entering trades your account size can handle. For example, if you have a $100 account, you should not be trading a US30. So what I call US30 signal, do not enter that. All right. So if you join, make sure to explore the channel. Don't just be in here waiting for signals. Make sure to explore the channel, read the pinned messages, go through the messages and texts I sent, watch the chart analysis every day. All right. Tune into the live streams. Then we also have the student member group chat. I'm not going to show that, but if you go into the free channel, there's screenshots of what goes on in the student member group chat. But there's a pinned video in the student member group chat that goes over how to properly calculate your lot size. Because just like we was talking about earlier in the live stream, right? So just like we was talking about earlier in the live stream, and also in the disclaimer, right? The disclaimer I just posted. If you look at the last sentence in the disclaimer, look at the last sentence in the disclaimer. I say I recommend risking 1 to 5% of your account per trade. How are you going to risk 1 to 5% of your account if you don't know how to count pips and make sure that the lot size you put? This is how it should work, just to make it very simple. So let's say I put this trade right here. No matter how many pips the stop loss is, if 5% of my account's $50, I should only be risking $50. And I went over this in my most recent, one of my most recent videos as well. So I'm about to drop this in the chat really quick as well. I go over exactly what I'm talking about in here. Now, I don't go over how to do it, but I go over why it's important in this video right here. Here it is. This one's titled How to Double Your Trading Account in 2 weeks. All right, and that's not clickbait, just like all my other videos is not clickbait. Let me drop this in the chat. And I break down step by step how you can do that. Let me drop this in the chat really quick. We got alerts going on. Hey, what's going on, Richie? I see you in here. All right. All right, because again, I give this an example all the time. Let's say I took 3 trades. Let's say each lot size, each trade I put a 0.10 lot size. My first trade was a 20 pip stop loss. My second trade was 100. My third trade was a 50. Let's say all 3 of those trades, look at GJ doing this thing. Let's say all 3 of those trades hit my stop loss. Do you think I'm going to lose the same amount on each one of those trades? No, I'm going to lose more on the 50 pip stop loss than I did on the 20. And I'm going to lose more on the 100 pip stop loss than I did on the 50. Again, that's because you can't just put, like, there's these photos where people will be like, hey, if you have this size account, put this lot size, you have this size account. That's not necessarily the case. Only time that's kind of accurate is if you have a $100 account. But when you get to the bigger size accounts like 300, 500, 1,000, 5,000, 10K, or the funded accounts, that's not this case. There's no magic lot size, just like there's no magic stop loss number. All right, all comes down to math. Again, trading is, I break down trading into 3 parts: the charts, your trading plan, your trading strategy, and then the math part. All right. So I break down in the video in the group chat. By the way, if you're a member, if you're not in the group chat, make sure to join the group chat, even if it's just to specifically watch that video, but make sure to do that. All right. But I go over all that in the video in the group chat. Members, you already know in a couple of hours, I'm gonna drop that New York price watch list for y'all. Like I said, we're gonna be going live with the members tomorrow and Thursday. So make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Let me catch up to the chat. My boy Richie in here. All right, cool. All right, I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow's live stream or next time I post a video. We out.